The contrast between the voice or the friend that is telling you, I am here for you whenever you need me, just give me a call, and the other friend that tells you you are here on your own, it all depends on you and you only, reflect the conflicting messages women get today. Women who find reassurance, peace, calm, with the voice that is supporting them, that is telling them they are not here on their own, are often made to doubt themselves. They start to think that something is weird about them. They belong to the weak clan or something. And meanwhile, what is considered strength in this modern age is waking up alone, no one to say good morning to, no one to say goodbye to. See, we were not brought on this earth with ready-made houses, and we were not created with wings to fly with. Instead, we were gifted with smart minds that allowed us to build, that allowed us to fly without wings, and that allowed us also to be strong without inherent strength. Today we have a lot of facilitations, but if none of that exists in the wild, we wouldn't be able to survive if we were not in groups. Lions hunt in prides, wolves in packs, and the lone animal is the easiest prey. When you escape the reality by accepting false ideas, you're going against yourself. Certain needs cannot be fulfilled by having a job or talking with your activist best friend. So the worst case scenario is when you are brainwashed to a level where you accept that those needs will never be fulfilled. You come to terms with these needs unmet. Everyone depends on something. That's how life is. If you have a job, you depend on your employer. If you have a business, you depend on systems. You depend on clients, you depend on employees, suppliers, and much more. So everything depends on something. Even your coffee machine depends on electricity. So why is leaning on someone who loves you, the one person that wants to make your life easier, is considered weakness? And you can always work to get the things you don't get from your husband. For a reason or another, it could happen. But why looking at the empty quarter of the cup? There are a lot of advantages, but you look at this tiny part, you think, oh, I might want something and not get it. And usually those ideas are not even the product of your own thinking. They've been planted in your mind in many subtle ways. It could be the media you consume, the movies you watch, and the chatter also that you have with your friends. So imagine waking up to someone who greets you warmly, someone who shares the day with you, someone who makes a life a little lighter, not because you cannot do it on your own, not because you cannot manage, but just because you don't have to. How would that feel for you? Wouldn't you feel stronger having that person by your side? But you've been told otherwise. You've been told that those small moments are unnecessary. You don't need them. Get a cat, get a dog, it will be sufficient for you. And even if you are wise and you wanted to try for yourself before adopting any negative ideas, when you enter a relationship, what you expect is what you will get. If you enter the relationship expecting that it will end bad, then it will probably end bad. So trying for yourself is wise, but don't allow the negative ideas to be in your mind for a long time, because they will be in your subconscious mind. And you will enter this relationship noticing everything and trying to prove everything. You are already preconditioned to see all the negative things, the empty quarter of the cup, the disadvantages, the things you will be missing. And you overlook all the positive things, the 75%. You overlook it and you're laser focused on what's missing. So in order for you to come to your own conclusions, the software you're operating with, your mind, and the ideas you have will first have to be cleansed. Then the conclusion you will get from one experience would make more sense. And a conclusion from one experience doesn't mean that it will be the same conclusion from different experiences. And that's a thing you should never confuse. Her experience is different than yours. Her behavior is different than yours. Her ability to appreciate is different than yours. Her deal breakers are different than yours. So pay close attention When the complaints of other women echoes in your mind, don't let their negative experiences ruin your own experiences. Create your own path. That's what they say. But is the path they're on truly theirs? That's the question. Are they the author of their story? They say you don't need permission to live life the way you want. And I completely agree with that. But always ask yourself, are you sacrificing something, no matter what it is, just to prove a point? Look, men admire women who are creative, who are ambitious. We love women who are ambitious. We feel that they can support us as well. We have nothing against strong women. And the definition of strength will vary between me and you and your best friend. Men want you to have it all. Your husband wants you to have it all. That's what makes him happy. Your joy can come from buying a new handbag. But our joy comes from knowing that you are happy with us, that we can provide for you. And it breaks a man's heart, seeing his wife wanting something he can't provide. So while you can stand up for yourself, do everything on your own, nothing makes a man prouder than standing up for you. So whenever you get attacked by ideas that are negative, always have those questions in mind. Why should it always be a win-lose situation? Why can't challenges and problems be embraced together? Why is it hard to understand that in order to enjoy sweetness, you have to taste some bitterness? So have in mind you'll always face hardships, whether you're on your own or with someone. So why not share them with someone who cares? You depending on someone doesn't mean you give up your strength. And if you believed otherwise, depending on someone right now would mean cleansing yourself of the lies you've been told. It would mean that you realize rebellion for rebellion's sake has worked against you, not for you. When you demand things from yourself that you cannot do or you cannot give, you're sabotaging yourself. Men and women are not the same. They don't try and convince you that the sky is blue or the grass is green, but they try and tell you that men and women are the same. You can act like a woman, have a business, depend on your husband in areas where you can't do the things on your own. You are a team, you're working together. The wife of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, she was a businesswoman. She had her business, and she used to rely on the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, on her major trades. Did this diminish any of their values? No, it didn't. Did this affect the respect they had for each other? Did this stop billions of people from admiring them? It didn't, because it was a partnership. Dependency isn't weakness, it's harmony. You can ask for help when you need it, and he will ask for yours when he needs it. You can be strong when life demands it, and be soft when your heart desires it.